Welcome to the Labor Day edition of Give Me 5 minutes with Fort Smith City Director Neil Martin, where we look at the events of last week and we look forward to the things that are coming up this week. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Give me 5. There was no meeting last week, but there was some important developments that came up that I want to talk to you about. First off, Huckabee Conveyor Company. They're a company that moved to Fort Smith, or moved an operation, or part of their operation to Fort Smith early in 2021. At that time, they announced 250 new jobs and a $20 million expansion at the old Whirlpool facility. So that's good. We're repurposing the Whirlpool facility. But this week, they announced 100 new jobs for a new product line. So we're seeing growth there with Huckabee Conveyor Company. And secondly, one of the big key indicators that I look at are building permits. And we are back on a record pace. We had a huge August of about $41 million, over $41 million in building permit values just in August alone. And that's brought us up to nearly $200 million through the first 8 months of the year. We're up nearly 20% on the record-setting year of 2020. So things are looking really good in Fort Smith with those two developments. This week, we go back to regular meetings. So we've got a regular voting meeting this Tuesday, September 7th, down at the Blue Line. Now, to complicate matters, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is having a rally or a campaign event at the Glass Pavilion right down by us. So there's going to be tons of people down listening to her, meeting her. I hope I can find a park. If you're coming down to the Board of Directors meeting, know that that's going on. There's going to be a lot of people downtown Fort Smith on Tuesday night. We have a huge agenda, nearly 500 pages. One of the bigger agenda items, just in terms of the number of items and the size of the agenda packet this Tuesday. Couple of interesting things. So if you remember, the board voted to allow the replatting of land at Fiena Hills. And so when we started to replat that land, we knew that the golf course would be no more. Well, this Tuesday, we've got our first commercial development that's going in at the corner of Jenny Lind and Brook and Hill. So it looks like there is going to be 4 commercial buildings, separate commercial buildings. It looks like one is going to be a fast food with a drive-through, and then 3 commercial shopping buildings. If you look at the drawings on the website, it shows a Starbucks down there at the corner. I know all you folks that live in Vienna would love to see a Starbucks, and there will be some additional commercial buildings back there for shopping, different retail, those kind of things. So exciting development. So when land becomes available, developers swoop in, and you can see with the growth of our city, the opportunities that are in our city. When land becomes available, folks want to build on it, so they see opportunities. So I see some cool things coming in Fiena Hills. We'll also be voting on the former Golden Living building. If you remember, the Arkansas College of Health Education purchased that, and they are proposing redevelopment of that building for office space, classrooms, research center, School of the Arts, and a number of different things. So they're planning on incorporating a walking and biking system, an art walk, a canopy trail in the wooded areas behind there, and also a bicycle park. Further development is going to be some commercial properties that will support those that are working at that facility. So they'll have a commercial development and then residential on top of that, all in that former Golden Living area. So if you are familiar with the Village at Heritage out at Chaffee Crossing with commercial on the bottom, residential on top, that's what it's going to look like. So it's really neat development, a lot of cool ideas that are going on out there at the Research Center, and that'll be coming before the board on Tuesday. We've got some street projects coming to us, some resurfacing of roads throughout the city, and then also we've got some restriping of roads, so improving the visibility on the roadway. That's it for this week's edition of Give Me 5. Hope the information was informative, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Give me 5.